Okay, so guys, just responding to two subscribers yesterday who have made some very interesting points on my last video. The first comment is from Marty Knox 2218, and I like his comment because it's literally something I was just talking about yesterday before I posted my video with my wife. It says, I'm in New Zealand, and in more recent times, there's been people dying dying while tramping / hiking. People come from all over the world to explore our great outdoors. Only recently has there been more of this happening. Although I don't know much about Rapture, it kind of feels a bit like maybe that's what's happening. People loving what they're doing, living life to its fullest, but dying as a result. It's incredibly sad, but who doesn't want to die doing what they love? And the reason why I like that comment is because I was just talking about that. I said, a lot of people have been dying recently due to just unknown causes, sometimes natural causes. These are people who aren't active, crazy people, sinners, just good people. For example, Malcolm Jamal Warner died out with his family drowning. I think about people who I know around the community who have died. Just innocent people have died. Not out sinning and doing crazy things, right? They're just dying. Car crashes, illnesses, cancer, falling to their death, drowning. I mean, I've seen most people drown here in New Jersey. And it makes me think maybe that's what it is. Maybe we got it all messed up. Maybe we thought that the rapture was like people just gonna start floating out of their clothes into the sky. But really, it just means people are gonna just be dying. And it's just them being spared this rough time here while we just go through, tribulation. The next question I want to respond to, well, not question, but comment, I should say, I want to respond to is by Frankie Figs for free. He says, thank you for that comment. My next question to you is, since we live in a world of AI now, how do you decipher who actually is a real person on YouTube or some spiritual force not of this world? I would assume the enemy's plan is to work through the digital world to divide and destroy the family of God. Thoughts? That's a great point, because I have been looking at that. There's been a rise of AI influencers, panning to stereotypes, tricking people. People are making AI movies. And one thing I noticed that is a dead giveaway between who's real and who's fake is the hands. If you notice that the hands of people, who are not human. Often AI has the hands look warped, they look changed, they glitch, the hands glitch a lot. And it's ironic because, a man's hands will show you what he's into, right? And I feel like that's also a dead giveaway. When you look at these fringe videos on YouTube, they talk about reptilians, they talk about shapeshifters, and all these different people. One thing they will say is to look at the hands, the long fingers, the long fingernails, the reptilian skin on the hands. Even though the eyes are the window to the soul, but the hands, I believe, are just going to show you just who you really are, what your hands are at work, what they're doing. So that's how I look at it, is hands. But also, you got to look at this. Does it feel natural of this world, right? You got to sometimes dumb things down, make them very simple. When you look at these AI influencers, right, things seem to be a little bit too perfect, but also a little off. And if you can get fooled by following an AI influencer and thinking they're real, then I think you have to do some deep soul searching and ask, do you take things at face value or do you ask inquisitive questions? Sorry, my video was interrupted, but I would say you just gotta ask some questions, really be inquisitive and not take things at face value. You really have to ask yourself who, what, when, where, and how, and why, just like you were taught in school. And I feel like those, and also praying on things, and just having a spirit of discernment will help you get through these trying times or prevent you from being fooled. So those are my responses. Thanks guys for commenting, and if you have any other questions, just reach out.